This is all the information you need to pick up your next epic quest. Hello gang, welcome to the channel, and today we're gonna go through a breakdown of the cost of Gladiator, if he's worth it, and we're gonna compare him with the other epic quest and what the other epic quest provide to us. Of course, the information I have are limited because there is a middle month going on in a couple of days, perhaps 10 days or something. But until then, I'm getting a lot of comments asking me, should I go for Jean? Should I go for Gladiator? Gladiator has no value. Why Gladiator? Gladiator need a rework already, you know? So I'm gonna give you the value the characters have right now for all the epic quests and what you should consider buying every single, why you should consider buying every single epic quest one by one, and make kind of, you know, what's worth more and what for what, PvE, PvP, and what of course the future is. You know, perhaps we get something in the future, and actually we're sure that we're getting something in the future. So I wasn't expecting to do a video again for the epic quest after Madeline's epic quest video I did the other day, a couple of weeks ago, but yeah. Netmarble gave us a lot of epic quest reworks and we need to put them in the, you know, give it to you as easy as it can. So let's start from somewhere, and of course, yeah, before we go through that, don't forget guys, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you can get all the awesome content we're getting, and let me know down below in the comments if you already had this epic quest, or you just bought it, or you're planning to get it. So yeah, three different. What are you going to do with Gladiator epic quest? So let's go through that, and it's actually a lot of epic quests. As you can see here, it's like 3, 6, 7, 8. This one, it's for free. Doctor Strange, you can get him whatever time you want. The rest of them need to spend 6,600 crystals in front at the minimum. This one needs 7,700 and this one 8,800, but you're getting back the same value you're getting at the 6,600 crystals. So it's kind of the same cost with the others. This one, it's the most expensive. And what you should care about the epic quest, why you should get the premium. The premium epic quest thing, when you're buying it, you're unlocking one character. So for this epic quest, you're unlocking Magneto and you're getting Jean as the reward character. And as we know already, we all know the value of Jean Grey, the value of Magneto already. Jean Grey is the only character in the game that can perform in PvP with PvE build, on PvE with PvP build, and she can do whatever you want. So Jean Grey, in my mind, always gonna be the queen, as it seems marvelfuturefight loves Jean Grey. But you have to consider that Jean Grey can do some things, but to get the full potentials of Magneto, you need to have the paywall uniform, and this paywall uniform, it's not paywall actually, it's seasonal and it's only for Christmas. So if you don't have this uniform, this epic quest limits you to get only Jean Grey. And Jean Grey is a character, it's super important character for sure, but you have to consider what you're getting from the other epic quest. So let's go one by one. This one, it's the one I was talking about, the future one. And why I'm telling this, the future one, it's because we have here Deadpool. So you can go through the epic quest. Yeah, you can't see Deadpool actually. Let me show you Deadpool. Yeah, Deadpool. Yeah, Deadpool. It's here down below. So for Deadpool, because he's going to get a movie at the summer, we know for sure he's going to get a tier 4 probably there. So as the character is going to get tier 4, probably they're going to increase the value of the epic quest and give a tier 4 to Strife or Psylocke. We have already seen Psylocke getting some from Daniku, some you know, art and posting them in Twitter. but we're not sure when we're gonna get it. And as it seems now for Deadpool, that fits perfectly. So you can have potentially a super meta character, and this character here, it's already tier 3, he just took a uniform and he's really strong, but you can't say that I'm gonna buy the epic quest for Strife right now. In my mind, it's like 4th or something. If Jean Grey, it's the number 1 in my mind, everyone should go for, and especially if he has Magneto uniform, you know, this one, it's kind of the 4th in my mind. You should consider buying. Fantastic Four movie, it's coming in 1 year and 3 months from now. So probably, actually I can't be sure, but I'm guessing that they're not going to give tier 4 on all the Fantastic Four this year, and after 1 year give them new uniforms for the movie, because it's gonna be in the main MCU, so probably they're going to delay. At the moment, this epic quest has almost no value because there are only outdated tier 3 characters. The other character you are getting here, it's Invisible Woman from this epic quest, and Invisible Woman, it's really cool leadership for Alliance Conquest, but just that. Doctor Doom, you could say that he is Alliance Conquest meta, but and sometimes for Otherworld Battle, but still in my mind at the moment he doesn't really worth to go and invest 6,600 crystals just for that. Let's jump into the Dark Avengers and Molecule Man and Moonstone. Moonstone used to have crazy value, but these days is so outdated. Molecule Man, in the same time, he is good for Alliance Conquest, but just that, you can see him being in timeline battle because his leadership and the passive ability he has actually neutralize all the buffs of the enemy. And yours, of course, you can't use Shuri and Molecule Man, you're not gonna get any buff. But yeah, in my mind, doesn't really worth at the moment, and I'm not seeing Molecule Man getting anything anytime close, you know. I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, no doubt that he's not going to get something anytime soon. Same thing for Eternals. There is an Eternal 2 movie coming on, but it's more than 2 years. If in my mind, it's perhaps more than 2 years, more than 3 years. I'm not sure. I can't remember when Eternals gonna come. And right now, no characters from Eternals worth you to go and spend to buy. You know, Thena, it's the one character, and the other it's Gilgamesh and Makari, and all of these are kind of outdated. The only character that has any use for this current meta of Otherworld Battle and Alliance Conquest for PvP, it's Cersei if you have her artifact. So the other two most value quests right now, other than Jean Grey, which is the OG epic quest and really awesome epic quest, it's the newest we get, which is it's not actually it's old epic quest, but we just do Gladiator. For Gladiator, you have to consider that Gladiator, cause of the lack of iframe ignore, there is no way he gonna compete characters like Adam Warlock, characters like Wolverine having the immortality artifact. His artifact does not stack, you know, does not do something to PvP, and his kit, it's kind of good. I actually killed a couple of Jean Greys in Alliance Conquest, but that's something you can see only in Alliance Conquest. If you play on timeline battle and the characters are, you know, focused on 1 versus 1 and stuff like that, Gladiator doesn't have that much value because the enemies goes into iframes and you can't hit them. For PvE, from the other side, he is the absolute meta for 2 days, one of ABL and one of ABX. He can do miracles, literally. He is so strong, way stronger than Moon Knight, way stronger than Black Panther, and way stronger than the Thor, Star-Lord, Odin, or better ABL. And I'm telling you this because, like, today in the morning, like, a couple of hours ago, I get the information from players like Pedro, MPKB, whatever, yeah. You know, players that have the team-up collection for better ABL, maxed out for Star-Lord, maxed out, their characters got brilliant rages, and they figure out Gladiator is the absolute meta for Alien Day. I have a lot of road to cover until my gladiator is gonna be in the same situation, you know. I don't even have him level 80 yet, but you have to consider that you just getting this 2 days, 1 ABL, 1 ABX. For World Boss Legend, you can't use him a lot. You can use him, but you don't have, you can't go through Gladiator in all over World Boss Legend and clear them. Even if he's so strong, his tags limits him in specific situation that you can use him. I think it's less than 20 stages that you can participate with him in all over the World Boss Legend, and this is kind of meh from the one side. From the other side, in my mind, you know, it's kind of fair. It's kind of fair for Netmarble to give you the option to select the epic quest depending on where you want to focus on the game. So if you want to focus on PvE and ABX, ABL specific, this dude here can pull out a lot of damage for your account, whatever account you have, whatever builds you're gonna have. He is so strong. But there is a but here. The but here is this dude here, Nova Richards. Nova Richards, it's super outdated, and he is not even a good support these days. His buffs, he's giving a lead and a support. He doesn't have any uniform, and he can't even be awakened. He's tier 2. As soon as he is not getting anything on the middle month update, perhaps he's going to get, but yeah, I can't know it in front. So yeah, I don't want to rush any conclusions here and tell you that he's not gonna get it. It's not sure, but at the moment, Gladiator is the only value you're getting from this epic quest, and specifically for ABX and ABL. So be careful. Before you invest these 6,600 crystals, you need to consider that you need to focus build Gladiator or ABX and ABL to have great value. So only super players that going super focused on ABX and ABL, I would suggest you, because in the same time you don't get anything by Nova Richards right now. Nothing, no value at all. From the other side, the last epic quest we took, which is the Goblin Queen one, provides you a really good extra character, which is Hope Summers. Hope Summers, it's crazy good. Her damage is you know, similar or equally to a tier 4 character. There are people pulling out more than 15 million with her, and she's just an awakened character, when in the same time, you know, in the same day of ABX Combat Hero Day, the Moon Knight can't pull out more than 13 in the same account. So you need to consider that Hope Summers right now sees also a PvE meta like it is for Gladiator. Gladiator has way more damage from the one side, and he can provide you 12 million in one day of ABL. Hope Summers can't provide you 12 million on 80 days of ABL, but in the same time she can provide you in the same day of ABX with Gladiator, plus 1 day for the female combat day. And other than that, you're getting extra value having Madeline Pryor. Madeline Pryor is really good character for PvE also, but there where she shines, it's PvP. For PvE, because there is already Magneto in the game, you can't go there and find value on ABX, but if it wasn't Magneto, she is the very next character being the best blast villain in the game right now for PvE. For PvP, you need of course her artifact, and if you don't have her artifact, you can go through PvP. But if you do that, she is one of the most, you know, in the top meta characters right now for PvP. So in my mind, it's so clear. If you want to focus on PvP, Madeline Pryor, it's with a greater cost, 7,700, and plus 4,000 if you're missing Rachel Summers. You need to get Rachel Summers, but in the same time, as soon as you get Rachel Summers, as soon as you get the artifacts of Madeline and Rachel Summers, you can have a solid Alliance Conquest team. Yes, it's funny, I'm mentioning Alliance Conquest as value, but it is what it is. I'm getting so strong team up with these two girls, and I'm killing Wolverines, Adam Warlocks, and the top meta Alliance Conquest teams. But in the same time, Madeline is all over Timeline Battle, all over Alliance Tournament, and generally she totally worth for PvP. So if you're planning for PvP but you want some PvE value, here in the price of 12,000 crystals almost, depending on if you have Rachel's or not, the Goblin Queen quest right now provides super cool, super cool value. So in my mind, if you want to have, the best PvE and PvP hybrid set, Jean Grey still is one of the best to provide you that, because Jean Grey, as I told you, with the raids can go in the top of the meta, go in Alliance Tournament, in Timeland Battle of PvP, and in the same time provide super scores for ABX and ABL, and you need Magneto. So in my mind, the ranking in between these quests right now, it's Jean Grey still, after I could say Madeline's quest, and after Gladiator, because with Gladiator you need a super specific type of character, male hero alien. Other than that, he's not going to add a lot to your account. So third Gladiator, and as fourth, I'm gonna let Deadpool there, even if Deadpool it's not the prize character, so you can have this quest, because I believe Psylocke or Strife or both are going to get something for Deadpool movie or earlier, and the other getting it on the Deadpool movie. Other than that, the rest of the epic quest is super trash, and you shouldn't go and spend right now for them because there is no value right now. Of course, something else you should consider, it's the materials you are getting using these stages of the epic quest, but pretty much the ones I told you have similar, similar materials. You're farming exactly actually the same materials. You're farming, it's actually Fate of the Universe. Yeah, the one is this one. You're getting Nova Richards, BIOS and ISO set. So this one, it's not for Phoenix Feathers, but the rest of them, it's, yeah, Phoenix Feather, Psylocke here, and you're getting here Magneto, Phoenix Feather, crystals, and the other one, it's not this one, well, it's the new one, but I can't remember the name. Yeah, sorry, it's this one that you're getting, Hope Summers. So, guys, depending on what, look at this, I have already 1000 BIOS, oh my god. Yeah, whatever you are going to pick, you have to understand that there is no perfect epic quest, there is no epic quest that works for anyone, and in my mind, the thing that they did with Gladiator, it's kind of fair, you know, because if they had dropped Madeline 1 month, and after 1 month they drop another top PvP meta like Gladiator as a reward character on an epic quest, think about what free-to-play players and everyone should say into the forums. Oh my god, Netmarble making us, Netmarble wants to take all our money and stuff like that. But in this case, they drop a top PvP unit, you know, like Madeline, and after 1 month they drop a top PvE meta unit like Gladiator. So you have to pick up what you want, and of course it's really hard to go there and spend 6,600 crystals, and that's the reason I'm doing this video, to calm you down, to tell you that you don't need to rush. These characters are like trophy characters, and the fact that they were totally garbage for a really long time, it's really good now. The people that have spent the 6,000 crystals, or they want to spend the 6,000 crystals, actually get something as reward, like it is Gladiator. Same thing for this, something I didn't mention, but in my mind, guys, don't rush to build any of these 40% characters. You should get the one that you actually need. Don't go and spend. I was ready to do a tier 4 just because it's gonna be cheap. Don't do that, it's a trap. Most people that doing that, at the end of the day, they have regretted because they didn't need the tier 4, they did it just for the discount. So I was thinking for multiple tier 4s, but probably I'm gonna wait a bit and do my Gladiator after a while. So my 7th combat, it's disgusting, but yeah, it is what it is. So that was it. I hope that video was helpful and help you decide what you're gonna do with Gladiator, what you're gonna do with the epic quest. Are you going to wait? Are you going to spend now? Are you PvP? Are you PV? It's up to you guys. And yes, I don't want to say that Netmarble did great job. They should give Gladiator some more value for PvP also for sure, but in the same time we need to see, you know, the positive side of the coin and see that you have to choose actually PV, PvP, do yourself what you wish. Jean Grey, it's Jean Grey. There's no other character having PV and PvP value in the same build. And yes, as I told you, I hope I helped you decide. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for being here. See you into the next. Kisses in your faces.